Alright guys, this is Jacob from Wedge Me This, and I got $600 here for you. Well, maybe I have 600. Yeah, I think it's 600. And I'm gonna roll out a kind of a hybrid strategy here, where I go 160 across, like this. And then I press 3 times, at which time after the third roll, after the third press, I take my 160 out plus 25, so it'll be 185, and then I either play a don't or I lay the rest, depending on how I feel like the shots are going. All right. One of the ways to do that is you can just start on the don't. It's up to you. I'm gonna start on the pass. All right. That way, at the end, I have 2 different shots, 2 different numbers working for me. 1, 3, 1, 5. All right. On or off on the come out, that's up to you. I'm going to be off. Here we go. And we got a 10. 6, 4, 10. So this is kind of a choppy table attacker, because what you're doing is you're only trying to get 3 hits. Now you are pressing it up every time, so you're expecting the roll to go at least 5 or 6, 7 hits, 7 rolls. But once you get it, then you're going to play for the 7. So you're not expecting, oh, back-to-back 10s. Look at this go. You're not expecting to get a lot. I'll do the full vig here, because I'm not going to have as much. I paid $1 vig there. It's 1 hit. I'm going to press the 5 and 9 with it. Break that up. Alright, off on the come out. But I'm not gonna, this ain't gonna be a very long video, I don't think. Alright, here we go. Hard 6 is a terrible roll. It bounced everywhere. So sometimes my shots, I get this weird loop in them where I hang onto the dice too long and they kind of go whoop and then down. When they land, they're usually spinning well, or they're tumbling. I mean, they're flipping, not tumbling, but they're doing it so fast that I think one of the keys to dice setting is keeping the dice low. That's one of the keys, I think. All right, I made an adjustment and adjusted right into a 7. Isn't it good? You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to adjust to the 7. You're supposed to adjust so you don't get it. All right, so that's 1 miss. We have $600, so we got quite a few runs at it. All right, 1, 3, 1, 5. If I'll roll some random ones also. It's a 12. And I'm guessing that's going to be a 6. It was leaning. Looks like it was going to come down to a 6. All right. So my shot is bouncing all over the place, which means I need to take a little bit off of it, power-wise. I'm still bouncing all over the place. All right. $2. Could be because it's early in the morning. It's like 4:15 right now, maybe. Getting ready to go to work. There's 1 hit. Oh, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. I don't know why that didn't end up Just 2 hits. Need one more hit, and then we're going to go to the 7. Oh, right back on the 4. We went 4, 10, 4. Didn't press it one time. All right, so remember, we're just going to keep for sure $25 in profit. So when you see that, drop another 25 with it. Pull all these down. You could just turn them off if you want, that's fine. So we got the 6 going, and we're going to take, we have 135, so $5, just put it up. I'm actually going to lay the 4. $130 lay on the 4. So now I'm going to switch gears. I'm just going to chunk these dice down there because I want a 7. All right. And there's an 8. 5, 3, 8. And I was doing this the other day when I was playing alone. Like, I'd get a couple wins, and then I would switch gears and just start throwing the dice down the table. And at first the dealers were like, what the heck? And then they realized what I was doing. There's the 7. All right. So it's going to lose 130. All right. So 130 is going to be 65 minus a $3 vig. So we get 65 out of here. All right. Go right back. Got all our money back from that first loss. And that's why it's a choppy table killer. You get a couple of good rolls, then you get away from that, but you don't get away from making money. Get away from the shooter, but you don't get away from making money. All right, so this is going to be a purely random roller, off on the come out. All right, there's a 5. 3, 2, 5. This works okay with random rollers. You do have a lot of exposure, but you're only trying to get a couple hits. Oh, right back on the 5. 4, 1. Okay, so it's 10 there. 35 there. Of course, you could put that there. I'm not too worried about all that. Off on the come out. It's 1 hit. And we got a hard 10. All right, here we go. And the 8, 35. That's 2 hits. And the 7, didn't quite get there. Only get the 2 hits on the random shooter. Pretty consistent, only getting 2 hits on a fairly random. So you may want to drop it down to just try to make 2 hits when it's purely random guy. It's actually really consistent because it hit a point and stuff. So, you know, it got in that 4 or 5 roll range. All right, here we go. Back-to-back random shooters. Let's see what happens this time. Come out 7. It's a good sum. Oh, it's 7 then aces. So didn't win anything. Had to give it right back. 7. Okay, so 7 aces 7. Surely we'll get a number here. And another 7. Okay. Purely random. You're going to get runs like this. It is one thing that setting the dice and throwing consistently does get you. It gets you more consistent groupings of numbers. So there is that. That is one truth of it. 5. First hit, I guess you could argue that that was pretty consistent grouping. 3 sevens and 4 rolls. But that's really not what I'm saying, is that if you randomly just chunk the dice down there, you're going to get them random groupings like that. Or even if you just set the dice and throw controlled, hard 8, whether or not you're good at it or not, you're still going to get at least a smaller grouping, I think. I feel like that. So that's 2 rolls, or 2 hits. And did we get there? Oh, we got 3, 1, 4. So we made it to 3 hits. We did just see a ton of 7s, so there's that. $50 winner after $1 vig. All right. So that's I left the $1 other quarter under the 8. So you're guaranteeing you're making a quarter on this shooter. You're going to take and you're going to lay 80. Rack that up. $7 right there. All right. Laying 80 is going to pay 40. It's going to be $2 vig. Okay, so we're actually up a little bit. Fantastic. I'm going to act like I'm shooting again. I'm going to swap these dice out. Let's get some blue dice. Okay, this will be the last shot of the hand, no matter what happens here. So we're up $45 at this point. And 2 good ones, 2 bad ones, I think. All right, here we go. 1, 3, 1, 5. See what happens here. Yo. Rack it up. 6, 5. Okay, here we go. 7. Okay, getting our bearings here. We're all over the place. Really good. Got 2 winners out of bad throwing. It's always nice. All right, 1, 3, 1, 5. Let's get this under control here. There it is. Much better shot. Much better shot. Oh, I had 1 good shot there. That was it. Just 1. And it rolled a 5. All the rest of them they landed funny and started bouncing sideways. Alright, so I fibbed. I'm going to go 1 more shot. And I'm going to go 5 hits and then do the same thing. Just because I want to. Alright, here we go. There we go. Come up 7. It was a good shot too. I don't really know what happened. That one bounced just a little too far away. But it was a really good shot. Dice stayed right together. 5, 3, 8. Alright, here we go. Stick them. Bam. That 5, 3 is a good one to be hitting. You should be hitting the 5, 3 with this set. 4, 3, 1, 4 on a terrible, terrible shot. Oh. Win $50. Dollar big. 5 and 9. It's one hit. All right, here we go. There's that 8 at 5-3 that we're supposed to be making. What's up? I love you. All right, rack this up. That was my wife. She was basically saying, go make me money. All right, so here we go. Off on the come out. We got 2 hits in. There's the 6. We needed that next. We're looking for 5 hits, remember? See if we can get there. I think we're going to do it. It's coming into focus here. Oh, that was a really long rollout. Landed on the 5 for us. Long rollouts I always get a little leery of. Alright, rack up 15. Put that on the 4. So that was the 3rd hit. Looking for 5. Right here it jumps, I mean it nearly jumped out of my table again. It's that little loop I get in my shot. It happens when I do that. I gotta figure out how to stop that. So sometimes when I throw it, I get like this little wrist action or something and it chunks it up in the air. And it gives a little loop, and then when it lands they bounce real high. Anyways, still, you guys got the idea of what I was doing. Before I tried to push it a little further, remember we were at 3 hits there. That actually should have been a winner. If we would have stuck to the strategy, we would have took it all down and then laid the 4 or the 10 or something. And we would have made a bunch more money. So, but anyways, you guys saw what I was trying to do. This is Jacob from Wager Me This. This is just something I do when the table's really middle of the pack. Gives me a couple hits on them numbers, and then I'm playing for the 7. And I mean, it works a lot of the time. It can definitely get crushed, because if you get like a 3-4 roller that hit 2 points, you're putting all your money back in the game, and then he rolls a 0.7 and you don't get it out of it. So there's definitely some short rollers in there that really hurt it. But when you get that guy that rolls a 5 and then rolls a 6, 8, and a 9 or something, or 6, 8, and a 5, then you're laying, and then you're playing for the 7, and then bam, 7s or something. That you catch all them guys. You catch them kind of rolls, which are pretty common. So anyways, guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and you guys have a good day.